Hey Racers, JonRacer3 here today for the Hot Wheels 2019 J-Case Decide Your Ride video. We have a lot of cars here, 25 cars to be exact, and we've got some very nice looking ones that we're about to open. So if you guys don't know how it works, all you got to do is comment down below at the bottom of the video what car you want to win the race, and if you think that your car will win the race, and it does, you will get a shout out at the end of the race. So let's go ahead and start opening these cars, and I will say that they all look cool because that's all I ever really say about the cars. First up we have Bubble-Matic. I believe this is a recolor from earlier this year. I could be wrong though, but hey, it makes bubbles, so it sort of makes up for it, you know? Next up, we've got the Volkswagen Kaffir Racer in matte black. This I know for sure is a recolor from this year's yellow Moon Eyes car. I like the matte black a lot more though. I just think matte black cars look good in general. Now we've got probably my favorite car in the case. We got the Tesla Model 3. It's the JonRacer3 car because it has 3 at the end. So of course, I'm gonna love it. There we go. We got a Tesla Model 3. I'm excited to see how fast it is down the track. Be pretty exciting to see. And then maybe my second or even first favorite car in the case behind the Tesla is the custom 18 Ford Mustang GT with the Gulf livery and the adjustable splitter. Just take a look at that. That looks like a car that's mean and ready to race. I'm definitely going to use that in some GT tournaments, that's for sure. Next up, we got a 69 Corvette Racer. Everyone knows it's got to be fast because of its number, you know? There we go. We got red 4 on the side. Looking good. Next up, we've got a Copo Camaro, 2 different wheels, which is quite strange, but you know, I dig it. It looks good. I like the white and blue color combo, of course. Next up, we have our regular treasure hunt. We've got the Hot Wheels Armored Trunk? What the heck? Truck in dark blue. Very exclusive car here. It's very light, but I feel like large plastic cars like that seem to do really well. So hey, if I were choosing cars for my own tournament, this is the car I would choose. Next up, we've got an Indy 500 Oval in red. I believe this is a recolor from the green one that came out earlier this year. Looking good. Next up, we've got the hideous looking, I'm sorry, Drifter, if you're watching this, I apologize, but this thing does not look good. We got the Dior 3 in red and gold. I mean, it looks a little too futuristic for me. I think Hot Wheels was trying a little too hard designing this thing. Like, it's got a bike on it. Why on earth does it have a bike on it? But that's a whole nother rant for another time. I interrupt this video to let you guys know about my second channel / gaming channel, if you want to call it that. On this channel, I upload a whole bunch of stuff. I upload Forza videos, which I know a lot of you guys like. I've even dipped my feet into some VR gaming, and then I've even done a movie review. So if you guys want to help me and support this channel, all you got to do is click that subscribe button and make sure you have the notifications on. I would really appreciate it, and I'll be doing some fun stuff with this channel in the future. So go ahead, click the link down below, subscribe to this channel, and I'll keep you guys updated on maybe some giveaways and fun stuff that we have in the future. So thank you guys for subscribing. Now back to your scheduled video. Next up, we got a Porsche 917 LH in red. Looking beautiful as always. Recolor from the blue one earlier this year. Next up, we've got the Piranha Terror, the Piranha car in yellow. This thing I feel like is going to be really fast. It's quite heavy, and it's got a large plastic body, so I think that those are the keys to speed. That's what that is. Next up, we got Track Manga, recolored from the pink version earlier this year. The reason I know that, it's kind of hard to forget a large pink convertible car. I actually have the previous coloration here. I usually pick out all the fantasy cars that I think look super good, so I think Track Manga actually looks pretty sick. Looks very JDM-y, even though it's not a real car. I really like that casting. Next up, we have Moto Wing. Moto memes. Insert here. This thing looks really sick. I mean, it looks weird. Doesn't really look like a car, but hey, it's got a wing on it, I guess. That's what the name is. Next up, we've got a Dodge Challenger drift car in purple. Again, who could have guessed it? The only color this car seems to come out in. Hey, it looks cool. Dodge Charger drift cars. It's got a big wing. I loved them as a kid, so I'll love them now. Why not? Next up, we've got Octane from Rocket League in orange. Now we've got both of the colors. I actually have the blue one here to compare as well, because Octane was one of the fancy cars that I thought Hot Wheels made really well. Whoa, well, sorry about that. Cannot speak today. And they totally nailed it. I don't know why the wheels are different. I would have just kept the same wheels on them. But hey, Hot Wheels, you do you. Next up, we've got a 69 Dodge Charger 500 in blue. Looking fancy. I like it. Next up, we've got the Batmobile. It just says Batmobile, so I can't tell you what Batman this is from, even if it's from a Batman or it's a TV show. I don't know. It's a Batmobile. Batmobile? I could not pronounce cars today. I chose the wrong day to do this. Why can't I speak? Whoa. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, let's continue on with the 2016 Mercedes AMG GT3 in blue. I would say this is probably one of the best colorations for this car that Hot Wheels has made. The blue just sparkles in the light. You can kind of see it on camera. It looks so good. I like it a lot. Next up, we've got a 67 Jeepster Commando in a green. So many Jeeps and SUVs and Land Rovers and all that have come out this year. I don't know if that's a duplicate or not, but hey, get the Jeep if that's your thing. Next up, we've got Dune Daddy. I know this is a recolor because I opened a Dune Daddy before, and I think the white and green looks pretty good on this guy. Not many cars can pull off a white and green look, but Dune Daddy can do it, you know? Next up, we've got the Volkswagen Caddy in green. I think I mentioned this in my unboxing video. If you can't think of a color to paint a car, just paint it green. That is obviously what they did there. Anyway, next up we have the 2010 Camaro SS Hot Wheels PD paint. Speaking of paints, this is a paint we haven't seen on a Hot Wheel come out in a long time. I think it looks good. I don't know about you guys, but... And next up we have another fantasy car that I chose because I thought it looked super good when it first came out. We have Muscle Bound. I don't know how I feel about it coming out in purple, but I like the casting. It's a fantasy car that looks a lot like a muscle car. So I don't know. It's one of my favorite fantasy castings that have come out so far this year. That's for sure. And the purple one, you know, out of the package, I'd say it looks pretty decent. All right, 2 more cars left. We've got the 85 Honda City Turbo 2 with red wheels. I've always dreamed of making a video with an army of maybe 100 of these cars, but you know, they take up a lot of space, even though they have Mini in the name, that's for sure. So there you have it. Got the little Mini there. Got it roll out of the way there. And then our final car is the 67 Chevy 10. Here we go, in like a burnt orange color with flames on it. The C10 is always a lot lighter than I picture it when I first open it. But yeah, there you go, guys. Those are the 25 cars you can choose from. Make sure to comment down below what car you think will win. And if your car wins, you'll get a shout out at the end of next video. So I hope you guys were watching and you guys enjoyed it. So I'll see you guys in the tournament video. Sorry I could not speak today. I don't know what was up with that. Take it easy. Peace.